Hey kid, yeah, you. Have you got any phobias? Well, if you do, then chances are one of them is the classic fear of things with too many legs. You know its name well. I'm talking about ophidiophobia. Wait, no, that's the opposite. So arachnophobia is pretty commonplace all around the world, right? But why? Why is that? One may assume that it's because, well, spiders are dangerous. I mean, there's venomous ones and people die from them every year. But let's look at those numbers. There are over 45,000 confirmed species of spiders. How many of those do you think are able to kill a person? 30. 30 out of 45,000 are considered deadly. And on top of that, only 7 people a year are killed by spiders. Well, these are not very big numbers. I don't think these numbers warrant a phobia. That's just my opinion. But you know what does warrant a phobia? Looking like this and this. Those two things are going to be the talking point of this video. The tailless whip scorpion and the regular whip scorpion. They're kind of like chicken wings. You know, you've got bone-in and boneless variety. You've got tail-in and tailless variety. So I'm just going to cover some of their, morphology and just their basic build and why they look so goddamn terrifying. I'm Nico, and you're watching Shro's Serpents. Let's get to it. So this video was originally going to be about 3 animals, but it ended up being like way too long, so I just scrapped it and decided to go with just the tailless whip scorpion and the Vinegaroon, because they're pretty much the same animal. I mean, just look at them. Vinegaroons are pretty much just tailless whip scorpions in landscape mode, so, However, there are some big key differences between the two. Like, for example, tailless whip scorpions can't spray acid. Vinegaroons can. Wait, huh? They can what now? Yeah, you heard me right. Vinegaroons are capable of spraying a mixture of acetic acid and caprylic acid up to 3 feet away, with insane levels of accuracy. Oh, or the fact that rather than living down on the ground in holes where a disgusting crab claw monster would be less scary, tailless whip scorpions like to climb right up along the side of trees or rock faces where they can be nice and eye level with you to say hi. Yeah. Oh, and the teleportation. I haven't even told you about the teleportation.
Jesus Christ, they have that now?
So, basically, tailless whip scorpions are capable of moving so fast over short distances that our eyes pretty much can't pick up the fact that they're moving, and they just look like they teleport. Here, let me show you. But if we're being completely honest, they would probably be a lot more terrifying if they weren't, completely terrified of people. I mean, the reason why it even moved that quick is because it wanted to get away from whatever the threat it was assessing as a threat, which was a human. These things are capable of running extremely fast, so they would much rather do that than, stand and fight something that's like 3,000 million,
700 billion and 1,300,000,000,000,000,000
times its size. I mean, come on, it's common sense right there. However, contrary to just about everything I just said, tailless whip scorpions and their tailed cousins aren't just repulsive little spawns from hell who look like they were sent here by Satan himself to punish all of mankind. And I can confirm because, well, I actually owned one for, I think, about 5 or 6 years. And this right here is her, known scientifically as a daemon diadema. This is arguably one of the largest tailless whip scorpions out there. They come from Tanzania and other parts of East Africa. As I'm sure you can tell, they're just about as nightmare-inducing as they are in the pictures in real life. She died. I wanted to preserve her for science because I have an innate fascination for these creatures. I mean, you can see the sensory organs right there, the pedipalps, the chelicerae, all the weird things that make these creatures so wonderful yet terrifying. And it'd be ideal that you're not worried about them because they have one of the widest habitat ranges of any species out there. Probably because there's Over 155 confirmed species of tailless whip scorpion, ranging all the way from Arizona to Florida to Tanzania and even Thailand and Madagascar. They are an incredibly widespread and diverse kind of creature, with tons of different body plans, colors, shapes, and sizes, some of which can even have a 27-inch leg span. That's over 2 feet. That's just under a meter. That's terrifying. If, they weren't completely terrified of people and light and sounds and vibrations and smells, which is pretty odd for an arthropod. Yeah, these things are scared of pretty much everything, so you really don't need to be worried about them. Alright, so let's just go over a quick recap before we end the video. So, tailless whip scorpions can be found pretty much everywhere. The largest ones, however, are found in East Africa and Southeast Asia, but you can also find them in Florida and Arizona. Pretty cool, right? What else can you find in Arizona? Vinegaroons, except the Vinegaroons in Arizona are some of the biggest in the country, which is good because they're pretty much only found in North America, so they have a much more limited range than that of their tailless cousins. However, what they lack in range, they make up for in weird, insane abilities. Like, of course, the acid spray, the 360-degree pheromone detection, plus the smell sensitivity, which is very odd for an arachnid. Not to mention the fact that they just look like aliens. So yeah, a little bit of a shorter video today. Hope you guys liked it. And if you did, make sure to comment and like. If you didn't, that's cool too. Just make sure to tell me so that I can see what I need to fix. I'm Nico. You're watching Tro's Serpents. See you next time.